All right, this is my review of both of them since I've used both of them now. I tried to make this one work. I tried and tried and tried. I like it because it's smaller, but you would be working lower to the ground. The other problem I had was there's no adjustment. This has a pin that adjusts in and out to accommodate different lug patterns. Seems to be better. Now you also have the ability, there's templates you can download for free from a website that you print out and you set over this. You set it down and then you can drill holes for different rims and actually bolt it down with lug nuts and bring a bolt up through the bottom into the lug nut or wheel studs. I actually kept some wheel studs from a car that I just worked on. I'm probably going to hammer in some wheel studs at some point. Well, if I need to, I can hammer them in and hammer them back out. But anyway, I like this one. Again, the size and everything is great. The centering cones. But going back to that, you don't have that much of material. This is solid material all the way around, so you could drill tons of different patterns. Somebody has a template to drill like almost every single pattern. So phenomenal. If you have to go that route, if your cone's not going to hold it tight or this isn't going to hold it tight. You don't really have that ability with this because you only have so many spots that you could drill on. Back to the cones. The cone that comes with this one is just an aluminum solid cone. The cone that comes with this is for motorcycles and wheels. And it's got a little Allen key and it comes with an Allen wrench to tighten it. Because you're supposed to tighten it on this. Obviously this would be underneath, but you're supposed to tighten it on there. Now what I did find was when I was spinning it, this thing is threaded, a standard thread. They should have gone with a left-hand thread because as soon as you go to twist that duckbill, this thing inevitably comes loose. So I don't know. I mean, and there's no, on this one I can take the bar and really tighten it up and it's not going to come loose. This one, there's no hex on the top. There's no flats on the top. That would probably be better if you cut some flats on the top. You could use a wrench to maybe snug this up. Maybe it would stay put. I don't know. The other thing was I getting that rim off. I was able to kind of get it on here so that I could get it through the spoke, but I actually bent this pin. I don't know if you can see that in the video, but it is wobbling considerably because I bent it with just one wheel. That's pretty pathetic in my opinion. I do like the ability, the two different cones. You can buy these cones for cheap online. I mean, I really liked this because it was so much smaller, took up less space. Now, a positive on this, they did make the bead breaker a little stronger. These pieces here are a little thicker steel, so it's probably able to handle a little bit more oomph on there. But if you get a real tall tire, you're also kind of limited on this one on breaking your beads. So that's one thing they kind of shorted you on. The bead breaker on this, it seems like they've upgraded it. I haven't used it yet, but looks like it'll accommodate much taller tires. I can set it up here to this setting. So then the other thing was I really like that they use thread-on knobs. I can order those online as opposed to this style. This could get in the way sometimes. These little knobs would be nicer on this one. So that's a positive. The other negative on this versus this is this isn't going up or down at all when it's snug down. Like no matter what you do, this thing floats all over the place. Obviously, this would be tight going around the wheel, right? Tighten it back up, but there's nothing to prevent this from coming up or down. Some people are saying you could take this and then put it on the top, but then you got to find the Allen key for both of them, and it just seems a little more cumbersome. So if you're doing car tires, I would say get this one. Now, if you're gonna go ahead and do like motorcycle wheels, motorcycle tires and stuff, this is probably maybe a better bet. Now, this is a tabletop model. I did buy that kind of knowing that, whereas this is a floor model. I was gonna maybe mount it on top of my toolbox, but I really can't make it work for my purposes. And what's funny is they put another threaded hole for this rod on the other side, but it's in the exact same spot. It's not like further out. It's not further in. So I don't know. I don't know. See, this won't even go in this side now. Oh, there we go. Anyway, so they put another one on the other side, but it's literally the same distance. It's the same radius. So I don't know, maybe if they would have put another one here, you could probably drill a hole and weld a nut on the bottom if you needed to. But the duckbills really look comparative. I don't see any difference in the duckbills. Duckbill, I think, is a duckbill for the most part. But this one glides a lot smoother. Doesn't have any type of up and down really play. Once you get it down and bolted down to the wheel, the centering cone and everything, this really does not flop around at all. Whereas this one, the bearings, I thought this thing was gonna be like tied up against the bearing, because why would you put this giant bearing on here and not have it tight? But it's not tight at all. I mean, it's got plenty of slop. So this whole arm flops around. So I don't know. I'm not happy with it. I got them both on Amazon, and I'm glad that they have free returns because this one's going back. I couldn't even get one tire off with it, at least a car tire. So, and it was only what, a 15-inch rim. So what uses anything that size anymore? Like no cars do, right? So if you're gonna get one for cars, definitely this is the one. I don't have a motorcycle to do a review on this one. Maybe somebody else will order it and love it. I don't know. But thanks for watching. If it were me, again, cars, definitely do this one. This one will accommodate motorcycle stuff too. So anyway, thanks for watching.